Like 3 or 4 days ago, I asked on Reddit, like people's thoughts on like collaborations and how important branding is for VTubers. Anyway, I got one ghost comment and like one person downvoted it. And I just don't understand, like, does nobody have an opinion on literally the logistical and business side of VTubing? Because to anything that can make money, there's an economy. I was just wondering, like, what learned and wizened VTubers would have to say about, like, collaborating, how important it is getting a custom model off the bat for branding. The business side of VTubing is what I've been, like, trying to look into more. Because, like, you know, I'm getting close to finishing high school. I'm almost 18. I mean, that means I'm deciding on careers, right? I'm gonna, at the very least, like, get an undergrad. But I also am like, if I can make VTubing into a career, like something I love, then why the fuck not, right? And I mean, I know the odds of that are scarce, but figured I'd at least test the whole theory that you get what you want if you work hard enough for it, you know? And I also, past few days, I looked back into a VTuber who's actually been very helpful in helping me get as far as I am now. And that's Safera de Noma. Recently, like, made a video about, like, mentioning how she's, like, no longer going to be doing it full-time. She had been doing it for about 6 months, but ultimately went back into employment. Kind of broke down, like, what she liked and didn't like about it. And honestly, I thought it was really interesting. She said it was a lot of fun, but it's something that you really can't do as a job unless it's something that you truly have a passion for. Otherwise, you'll get burnt out pretty easily on it. And honestly, that has me thinking. Does that change, like, the outlook of, like, what I want to do as a career, right? Call me naive, but I hope that I can be one of the ones who break the mold and are able to take that. I think this would be a dream job to have for me, you feel me? There's something so cool to me about being able to entertain an audience. I think that's, like, laughter is the best medicine. Whenever you see a fun stream, something that makes you smile, I feel like there's something special to that. I think a lot of us probably experienced that in the virus of unspecified origin. But, and I think it'd be great to talk about the things I love and play games as a career, which, don't get me wrong, I'm not as much of a naive fool as I make myself out to be by oversimplifying there. I'm aware that it's a very, like, mentally taxing thing to do, just being a personality for several hours a day. I'm gonna be real, one of the most important things to me, like, in picking a career is the hours. I think that would be honestly kind of freeing in a way. Oh, I just returned that man to spawn. Get the... Ow! I just think it would be cool, because... Heavy, no! I keep, like, trying to, like, keep going on my tangent, and then something just traumatizing happens in the game that takes my immediate attention. But, like, editing is something that I like to do, but it's something that I like to do in moderation. It's something that either is incredibly freeing or sucks your soul out of you, depending on how your mood is. Like, right now, I'm in, like, the content making fever, right? Like, I might even just edit a VOD tonight, for fuck's sake, and just have it ready to go for Sunday. And that way I can get a week ahead of my uploads. You feel me? If I kind of am able to get someone who can, like, edit the videos, you know? At that point, I can start focusing myself on the more abstract things that I want to do that, like, aren't the same without the touch of the editor who's imagining it, if that makes any sense. It sounds like fun. It's intoxicating. The thought of it, really. Like, there's usually a pretty big gap, I've noticed, especially recently, where you've got, like, the people with under 1,000 subscribers, who usually get, like, anywhere between 10 and 100 views, and then there are the people with a few thousand subscribers who can get thousands of views. Like, there's a pretty steep sudden change. But my goal with all of this, like, I have decided that I win at VTubing when I make enough money to cover getting a custom model made. Like off of the thing. It doesn't have to be... It's probably going to take me at least another 2 years at least. But I don't want to use any external money that I haven't earned through the making of content to get that custom model. That sounds like fucking magical, dude. like a crowd-funded new VTubing raid. I feel like that would really be the way I can justify making it a career. A large reason why I'm like doing the have to earn it through content is because I know that because it'll take a while. I'm still indecisive about who or what I want my model to even be. And so I really do not want to just get like caught up in the little minutiae and end up like doing something or getting a model done, because those fuckers are expensive. It's like 500 to get it drawn and another like 400 to get it rigged. It's just a matter of like, you really gotta make sure you get what you want. You swing and you best not miss. Not gonna lie, I've heard a ton of people say that VTubers are growing into an increasingly saturated market, and honestly, like, I haven't really seen that. Like, again, I don't watch a lot of VTubers. I'm probably not qualified to give my opinion due to that. I feel like you don't hear about that many. I mean, I've been getting ads left and right for people debuting, for sure. But those are usually pretty small-time content creators. Like, usually just like a 10 times bigger than myself. Which sounds like a big number, but remember, I've got 159 subscribers. So, like, 10 times that's like 1,000. So, like, usually, most of them are usually around that size when they debut. Like, the lower levels where you've got the smaller VTubers, I would say it's probably a bit more saturated. There was like I made a short about it, but there was like an epidemic, like fucking 3 months ago, maybe 4. That was just, I was getting so many ads for debuts, it just wasn't even funny. People can watch multiple VTubers. That's like my counter to the saturated market argument. Is like, yes, discoverability is worse, but all that means is people who kind of like have their appetite whet for VTubers are probably going to search for more VTubers, you know?